Brandy reacts on Kim Kardashian trying to ruin her family. Kim Kardashian is pursuing Brandy and attempting to destroy her family. We still haven't gotten over Kim calling Whitney Houston an old hag, but now we're hearing that Whitney's mentee, Brandy, Ray J's sister, is in the hospital and that Ray J attempted suicide. So why is Kim treating the Norwood family this way? Welcome back everyone. In today's video we will share Brandy's reaction to Kim K trying to ruin her family. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Let's begin. After Brandy was admitted to the hospital, reports spread that Brandy was furious because she had overheard Kim disparaging Whitney in an old voicemail. She had also been stressed due to Ray J and Kim's most recent public dispute. Brandy and Whitney were close, and Whitney felt like a member of Brandy's family. Brandy must have been devastated to hear Kim's disparage her that way, mainly because Kim relied on Brandy to launch her career. Kim's treatment of the Norwood family was questionable. She also disregarded Whitney. We now know that Kim indeed took a lot of money from Brandy, in addition to the fact that Kim and Chris lied for years about the problem of the private tape between Kim and Ray J, and this is the same Kim who gave the rest of us advice on how we should work harder. Fans are now claiming that Kim needs to be held accountable for defrauding the Norwood family, since it is clear that her notion of employment involves talking from talented ladies like Brandy. As for Brandy, she just broke her silence on her latest health issue, and numerous sources claim that she is tired of Kim constantly coming after her family members. What did Brandy say about Kim's attempts to destroy her family then? I know that my heart is pure. I know that I will give my last to a stranger, and sometimes people come for my life. And I watched it for years. Okay, let's start with some background information, as many people are unaware that Kim's first job was as Brandy's stylist and closet organiser. There is nothing wrong with Kim making her living in this manner though. In reality, it only emphasises how business minded she has always been, but as you can see, Kim's work ethic has a darker side. Brandy and Kim used to be good friends, and Brandy gave Kim her first job in Hollywood as a stylist and introduced her to other celebs, which helped Kim launch her career in Hollywood. My best friend is Brandy, and we always shop together. She'd always ask me, "Oh, you have to help me out, be my stylist." I never assisted a stylist before. I never went to school for it. I never really knew what job entailed. So I just kind of blew it off, and we'd always shop together. And one day she called me and asked me, "Would you be my stylist?" And I said, "Sure." She'd always said it. I thought she was kidding, and the next day her record company called me and hired me, and like a week later we left for a 3-week promotional tour in Europe. And I had to dress her and her dancers, and I was freaking out. And she was amazing, and she was like, "Don't worry, I'll walk you through the whole thing." So what did Kim do to make up for everything that Brandy had done for her? We're now hearing that Brandy ended up in the hospital after the audio of Kim disrespecting Whitney Houston was released. The situation isn't talked about enough because when you look at everything Kim did to the Norwoods, it seemed like she tried to ruin them. Is Brandy finally calling out Kim for trying to destroy her family? You might think the whole thing is about Ray J being resentful that Kim received more notoriety from the tape, but there isn't much more to this tale than most people are aware of. In 2008, Brandy and Ray J's mother Sonia Norwood sued Kim and her siblings, Khloe, Kourtney and Rob, alleging that they had misused Brandy's funds. At the time, Kim was still Brandy's stylist. Unbelievably, Sonia learned that Kim gave the credit card to Khloe, Kourtney and Rob, who all used it to make unauthorised purchases, including trips to Dash and Smooch, the stores that the Kardashians once owned. Sonia was also Brandy's manager and noticed some suspicious activity with the credit cards that Kim was supposed to have used for her job. According to her lawsuit, the allegations against Sonia amounted to more than $120,000. Sonia later revealed that she wanted to avoid court because Ray J and Brandy encouraged her to not press charges due to their previous friendship with Kim. Sonia eventually decided to sue Kim after she didn't repay the money she owed. Sonia added that she first chose to give the Kardashians a chance to settle the issue amicably rather than filing a lawsuit because Kim and her siblings sincerely apologised. Kim's attorney also informed Sonia that Kim would pay the bill in full. She made that commitment, nevertheless, and later broke it. The lawsuit was ultimately resolved outside of court for an undisclosed sum, and Kim somehow managed to sweep the episode under the rug, but it was only a matter of time before this incident from Kim's life cropped up once more. Brandy has reportedly grown tired of Kim's attempts to destroy her family, although she has always kept it professional and has never attempted to expose Kim in public. The rumour that Kim stole money from Brandy in the first place first surfaced in March when YouTubers Storm Monroe revealed Kim's scammer past during an interview with Blac Chyna's mother, Tokyo Toni. Tokyo's interview at the time revealed little attention, and many people assumed that she was merely trying to cast a shadow on the Kardashians due to their use of Blac Chyna. However, a month later, Kim chose to use her tape for another plot and point on her family's television program and assert that Ray J's manager had informed her that she was still an unreleased film of Ray J and Kim. Ray J decided to pull out the receipts. He hopped on IG Live to bash Kim and Kris for continually lying. This was the millionth time Kim utilised the Norwood family to increase her popularity. He also brought up the incident with the ceiling, indicating that Kim stole more than he had initially been alleged. An old voicemail from Kim to Ray J that makes light of Whitney's drug problem and criticises Ray J for his claimed relationships with Whitney just became viral. This is very demeaning to both Whitney and Brandy because of who Kim was then. She benefited from Brandy's connections to launch her Hollywood career, and although knowing full well that Brandy adored Whitney, she dared to disparage her. Everyone is aware that Whitney was Brandy's biggest inspiration. Whitney has hand-selected Brandy for the role in the 1997 television movie Cinderella, making her the first black actress to portray a title character. Brandy was chosen because she seemed to have more energy and to embody Cinderella. Has Brandy had enough of Kim trying to destroy her family? The most ominous selection of the story is right here. Brandy has a seizure at her home on Tuesday, October 11th. The same day the recording of Kim disparaging Whitney was leaked, and she ended up in hospital. Due to dehydration and inadequate nutrition, Brandy had a seizure, but she didn't say what caused it. Instead, she merely indicated that she was following the doctor's recommendations and getting some rest. Fans are still worried about Brandy though, as seizures are severe medical conditions that are pretty traumatic. That's all for this video. What are your views on it? Do let us know in the comment section below. We'll be back soon with another informative one. Until next time.